Hello students, how are you all? I hope all are fine. Welcome to the class 9th Social Studies, our Earth Part 2. Our Earth. Let us discuss about the evolution of the Earth. Scientists observe that the information of Earth is a result of various intermediate phases. In the initial stages, Earth was a ball of swirling dust and cloud which passed through a molten stage and then was bombarded by massive rocky and other materials from the space constantly. The heavier particles which goes to the bottom formed part of molten core and lighter particles which comes to the top form the layer of crust covering the molten interior. For example, after the soup is boiled, heavier particles tended to go to the bottom and lighter particles cool at the top. As the earth interior get cooled and contracted, the outer crust is wrinkling, forming ridges, mountain and basin. For almost many years, earth was lifeless, but slowly oceans were formed and then there evolved plants, animals, human beings over millions of years. Children, let us discuss about the internal structure of the earth. It took several hundred years to understand the interior of the earth. The internal structure of the earth consists of three layers, namely crust, mantle, core. See children, this picture. The core is divided into two sublayers, that is outer core and inner core. You observe in this picture. Note this point children. 1% of the volume of the earth exists as crust, 16% as mantle and 83% as core. First one we deeply explain here. Crust. We live on the outer part of the earth which is called crust. See children this part. The outer part of the earth is called crust which goes to a depth of 3200 kilometers and consists of various kinds of rocks. The crust forms 1% of the value of the earth. Second one, mantle. The thickness of the mantle is 100 to 2900 kilometers. The upper part of the mantle is a pliable layer of which the crust floats, which consist mainly of chemical called silicates. These. Third one, core. See children. The thickness of the core is 2900 to 6376 kilometers. It is composed of dense and heavy substance like iron and nickel. The core layer is divided into sublayers, namely outer layer, in outer core and inner core. Outer core. See children, outer core. The thickness of the outer core is 2900 to 5100 kilometers and it is composed of liquid metallic materials like iron and nickel. Inner core. The thickness of the inner core is 5,100 to 6,376 kilometers and is compounds and heavy substance like gold. Children, next we discuss about the movements of the earth crust. At present, the earth is static, but during the formation of the earth is was not fixed and had moved, collided, merged, and then been torn apart. Alfred Wegener, a German meteorologist and geophysicist in the early 20th century, postulated the theory of continental drift, which explained the present system of continents and ocean basins. According to Alfred Wegener, a huge supercontinent called Pangaea existed 225 million years ago, and then it broke into several parts and then later formed continents. He said that the supercontinents of Pangaea broken into two forms, namely Laurasia, present North America, all of Eurasia, north of India, subcontinent. Second one, Gondwana land, present South America, Africa, India, Australia, and Antarctica. These two blocks were separated by a inland sea called the Testi Sea. Thank you, children. We will meet again.